Well, Mark Bloomfield is from the American Council for Capital Formation think tank, and he joins me now from Washington. A very warm welcome to you. First of all, your thoughts, if you will, on the ban on bonuses for executives at those institutions that are receiving bailout taxpayer money. The Senate's just approved that in the past couple of hours. I mean, does it make any real economic difference, or is it just crowd-pleasing?
Capitalism is under attack. It's not going to die, as some in Davos may have warned, but it is under attack. And I think the ban is good. It's good because for capitalism to succeed, it needs to have the trust of the body politic. And for that reason, I think it's a plus to put that ban on government involvement in business. But in terms of its big economic impact, I don't think it's that great.
Well, let's turn to the stimulus package itself. I mean, do you agree with what Barack Obama had to say in the Washington Post, that if this package doesn't get passed, this recession could linger for years and years and cost some 5 million jobs?
On balance, I agree. If you took a poll of the last 5 Nobel laureates in economics and asked them what they would do, what kind of a stimulus package, if any, they would offer, I think you'd get 7 answers. And Harry Truman, a long time ago, said, what I need is a two-handed economist, because economists too differ. Some think we should have the package, some say we shouldn't. They argue about the size, they argue about the composition of taxes versus spending. So you really have a diverse opinion among the body politic. But if somebody put a gun to my head and said, would you vote for this, I reluctantly would vote for it, because just like Franklin Delano Roosevelt had to experiment, I think this is a new economic era. The challenges are new, and I think government inaction probably is worse than perhaps making a mistake here and there. So I think the president is right, but I would suggest telling everybody, which I think he has, is we know less about what to do than we really claim we do.
Now, you say that you would vote for this package if somebody put a gun to your head. I mean, what size of package would you vote for? Because obviously there's been a lot of toing and froing about the size of it. Some Republicans saying that it could be a lot slimmer, sleeker and more effective.
I think there's a substantive point. It's not only Republicans, and I enjoyed the comments with Senator Boxer, who quite frankly supported a business proposal that failed, and Republicans, her Republican counterpart. I think a basic issue is the size. It has to be big. But as some Democratic economists have argued, perhaps we should separate stimulus versus a broad reinvestment or a broader economic agenda. And so we've got things in here that really may not stimulate the economy as much as they should. And maybe we should put those broader public policy items off and make the proposal slimmer and focus it more on spending. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office issued a report and that said a lot of the package really doesn't have any stimulative effect until a year or 2 years hence. So in that sense, I think it should be slimmed down. And it can. For example, there are 15 key Democratic and Republican senators who are meeting as we speak. They want to reduce it by $50 billion, and one of them said spending $870 billion to prevent an influenza pandemic is a good idea, but maybe it shouldn't be part of the stimulus package.
Okay, Mark Bloomfield, who is president of the American Council for Capital Formation. Many thanks indeed for your time.
Thank you.